Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. So today is Mixed Media Monday, and I'm going to play around in my journal here. This is my Halloween journal. I started it a couple of years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. I did not work in it at all last year. And so I thought it would be fun to I'll just do a quick flip through with you. This is a old 2018 date book. Enjoy 365 days of inspiring witchcraft. I believe I got this at the thrift store. I didn't, it was past 2018 when I got it. So, yeah. So I liked the cover, and so I kept it. I just added some collage here. And most of the pages I covered with paper and collaged a lot of it. It's just a fun little book. It's just for me. But it's really fun. So, yeah. I'm just doing a real quick flip through. So you can see here I saved this image because I really liked it. I probably tore about half the pages out because I knew I'd be putting a lot of paper on the pages. And so this is a pocket. I still have lots of things to make for it. So I have a lot of empty pockets. I was mostly just prepping all the pages. Yeah, these are all empty. But any image that I liked, I left. And like I said, mostly I just covered stuff with paper. But today I thought I would use some of my water-soluble tools that I have and kind of show you the difference on the difference between them, and then the difference like in how you can use them, I guess. I don't really know. I haven't done any planning. The only thing I did was prep the pages, and I'll show you that in a sec when I get to it. I didn't realize that I'd prepped so many of the pages ahead of time. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. So there's lots. So it's all ready to decorate, which is fabulous. Okay, so then these pages they didn't have anything on them. And then I go to here and here. I think I have another set of pages that don't have anything, I think. Yeah, back here. So then next week I might do some acrylic paint instead of watercolor type paint. I have a couple of pages in here. So these pages I gessoed. So this is a clear gesso, and this is a white gesso. The clear gesso has more tooth. This is a little more smooth, but the blank page is even smoother. I don't know if you can hear the difference. So here's the smooth, and then this is the white gesso, and then this is the clear gesso. So we're going to see what they look like between the two different kinds. And then I have some pages here that I put down when I did the gesso. And then we can even test some out on non-gessoed paper. And I have a few brushes. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. These are all, so watercolor brushes are generally really thin bristled and really soft to help them hold a lot of water. So I just picked a few here. These are mostly, I guess this one is okay, but these are probably too big, but we're just gonna leave them here. So this is the white gesso that I used on this side. It's very inexpensive deco art. I actually got this in a kit that I purchased from Shannon at Mixed Media, Minnesota, and I'm just using it up. I'm kind of low on white gesso, but I actually prefer the clear gesso, as you can see by this giant tub that I have of it. And this is Liquitex Professional Clear Gesso. So that's that. And then I have water. And the first thing that we're going to use, so I have some pencils, some crayons, some pastels, and some watercolor paints. So we're going to start with the watercolor pencils. So I actually have 2 sets of watercolor pencils, and I just want to show you the difference. These are both Derwent. This is watercolor pencils. They're mostly like student grade for the Derwent, and then these are intense professional quality. And I actually have these, I doubled up, no surprise. So I have this 12 pack, and then I actually had a 24 pack that I actually threw the thing away. So we're gonna play with these, but we're gonna do the I think we'll do the watercolor first. And I actually have also, when we get to the pastels, I have these Stadillo woody 3-in-1s. These are more like a watercolor pencil, but we'll pull these out in a little while. And then I have these Portfolio oil pastels that are also, I believe they're water soluble. We'll find out. I love these. They're really soft and smooth and squishy and fun. So let's just get started. And I think initially I'm just going to do some mark making right on the page. And I'm mostly going to be using Halloween colors. So, you know, if you want to see a different color, just let me know. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pencil, and I'm just going to put it in some water, get it wet, and then just make some marks with it. So that's on the clear. This is on the white. And then, is this, gotta see where I'm at. Oh yeah, okay. So, and then this is the just plain paper. Okay. So then, I'm actually going to get a paper towel and dry it off. I'm not going to do this with every single color, and I might do some fast forwarding, just as long as you all know what I'm using. So I kind of dried this off. It's still kind of wet from the, you know, from the water. But so I'm going to do this and then show you what this looks like. I guess I'll use this one. I wish I had a smaller soft brush, but I don't. So I'm putting it in the water right here, and then I'm just kind of rolling it on the edge to get the excess off. So just like that. And yeah, so then I'm just going to go around, and so you can see what happens. It kind of smears out a little bit. It still leaves a little bit. No, I guess if you get it wet enough, there's no lines there. So that's that. Okay, so that's the watercolor pencils. And then we'll move to the, so Derwent Watercolor 12. Okay, so now we're going to move to the Inktense. This is Willow, so it's a dark brown, and we're just going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to get it wet first. I should have actually, hopefully I'll remember to do it dry first before it gets wet. And then so there's that. And then on the white, So it's really dark when you just dip it in the water, and then when you add water, it lightens up quite a bit. And I would say these are pretty equal. I'm actually going to do the orange. And this one's called Tangerine. It's the same as the other one, to see if we can like actually see a difference. This is a different color. It's a different color orange. This is red, I believe. Yeah, poppy red. Okay, well, let's just see what this looks like. It's going to look different. But I'm just trying to decide if there's actually a difference between the ink tints and the watercolor. It's looking like there's really not that much of a difference. So I don't have the equivalent color that I used here. Yeah, this is called Orange Chrome. So let's see. These are probably don't have the same colors, I'm guessing. Mustard, bark, baked earth. Yeah, these are not the same colors. So we're not going to get like an equal like for like. But they're pretty, and they're very, very colorful. And so I like that. The Derwent are very high quality. Yeah, it goes in here. Yep, and this one too. Okay, so that's those. And then I'm gonna skip to the Stadillo. Let's see what color. Let's do red. And you can do the same exact thing with these. You can just draw with them. And you can wet them. So these are, because they're fatter, they do a much larger area, which is nice, you know, if you're doing a larger painting, or, you know, if your substrate is larger. So you can see how pretty this is. And this bleeds a lot like watercolor paints, and I really like that. So yeah, so it's the same kind of thing. So I like that you can use them two ways. Very nice. So that is the Stadillo 3-in-1. Stadillo Woody 3-in-1. A lot of people know the Stadillo from the these, which I use a lot of too. These are the all pencils, and they're also water soluble. I actually need a pencil sharpener. I would like to get an electric one, so I'm not sure if that's going to show up. And then here's the black. And then these, if you sketch with these on a painting and then you add paint or just water, it will mix with the, yeah, you can see that. That's pretty white. it'll mix right on the paint, so you have to kind of be aware of that. So I had a little bit of white still on my brush, so it kind of gave it a gray color. Pretty. Okay, so there's those. Let's do, I didn't do the Stabilo on the plain paper, so let's do that. Yeah, they work pretty good on this too. This, I put the gesso down because I didn't know how much water I'd be using, and I really didn't want it to soak through because that would not be good. I don't want that look for this journal. I'm going to put these away. And then we're going to do, these are Caran d'Anoche. I don't see these correctly. These are called Neocolor 2. I have this pack of 10. Not sure why it's upside down. That's weird. It opens this way. And I also have this giant one that is 30. So, and they're exactly the same. This is just a bigger pack. And I haven't used these yet because I have these. But I just wanted to show you that you can get them in different sizes. And I want to do purple. So again, I'm going to do some mark making on here. And then actually I'm going to color in a block here. And then I'm going to dip it in water because you can dip all these in water. And then let's see what we get. So these ones don't hold on to the water as much as the pencils do. But they all get really soft. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I like that. Okay, so let's get this wet and see what we get. Yeah, just very fun. Very, very, very fun. So let's look at this swirly swirl that I made here. So you can make it look like this too, like you can use not very much water, and I'm not putting very much pressure on there, so you can still see the line you made, but then it gives it like a halo effect, which looks kind of cool. And you can kind of do the same here where you fill in the color, but it's like two-tone, so it's lighter and darker, which is fun. Okay, so those are the Neocolor 2s. It's CARAND''ACHE. So those are fun. And now we're back to Derwent. These are Inktense blocks. So these, yeah, these are a little different, and I love this green. This is just calling to me out of here. So you can use this a couple different ways. Well, you can use it the same way that we've been using everything. So you can just, you know, draw with it. Like this. You can also do this. So you can kind of slide it on its side, which is kind of fun. And it'll be interesting to see what that looks like when we put water on it. And you can also dip it again in the water and so pretty, and color with it. And I'm barely touching, I'm hardly putting any pressure on it. So that's cool. So let's put water on these and see what we get. So I love that bright color. Oh, that's so pretty. That's such a Halloween green, isn't it? And then let's see, I'm actually going to put my brush on the side too and see what happens. Get some more water on it. Cool. Oh, I love that bright color. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so that's the Inktense. I already forgot what they're called. Intense blocks. I'm guessing it's the same ink that's in the pencils, but just in a block form. So those are fun. And then I have these Dina Wakeley Scribble sticks. And I haven't really used these that I can remember very much. So let's do, I have this color called Night. So let's try this one. And is this, I'm just looking to see what's in frame. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so let's just do some coloring here. So this is like a midnight blue. So that's kind of cool. And let's just do something like this. And then let's dip it. Let's dip it and go over what we just did here and see what happens. Yeah, these really, these have a nice intense color too. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I have a lot of very fun things, have to admit. So I'm gonna do just a little. Just like a little circle. Let's see what that looks like. And we put water on it. Yeah, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So pretty. And then get the dip it in water, get the excess off, and then see how it looks on this paper. Not quite as intense on this paper than on the gessoed paper. So that's interesting. They're all kind of like that when you get them wet, I guess, compared to what's on the gesso. Okay, and then we have these are Gallerie Artist Oil Pastels, and I believe these were fairly inexpensive on Amazon, but again, I've had them for a while. These have some really vibrant colors here, and even though these are oil pastels, I'm almost positive that they're water soluble, but we're gonna find out. So let's come here. That is bright. Okay, and I'm going to get it wet. Not all oil pastels are water soluble, but I believe maybe these are not. Yeah, these look like they are not. Okay, so let's see what happens with water on these. I think they're not. Yeah, those are definitely not. Okay, well that's good to know. So these are not water soluble. I think this one is. This is the only one I have of this brand. This Sennelier. I'm not sure how to say this. These are fairly expensive. And I bought one just to, when you write with it, it's so soft. But I just have it in here because I bought one and they sent it to me just in a little plastic bag. And this is not water soluble either. Okay, well that's good to know. It's all in the same box. So I will not keep these with my water soluble items anymore, but I'm almost positive these ones are. So these portfolio, let's see what color. Here's a brown. We haven't done a brown in a while. This is called medium brown. Okay, so then let's dip it and see what we get. Is this dry? Yeah, this is definitely water soluble. Okay, so then let's see what this looks like when we add some water. Here it is on the white. Yeah, it doesn't have great color when interacting with the water. Very subtle. So those don't work anywhere near as well as the rest of them. But as far as just like a pastel goes, they're so soft and smooth. But they will, if you use them on a painting, they will mix with the paint a little bit. Not a lot, obviously, but a little bit. So you have to keep that in mind. Okay, and that's all of my little utensils. The only other thing I have left to show you, and I just realized I have a watercolor set somewhere. I don't know where it is. This is a Pelican watercolor set that I got off of Amazon, and it's fairly inexpensive. There's a lot of things I like about it. So the pigment on these is fabulous, like really, 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 really pretty. And it has these cups where you can mix some colors together if you want. Although it has a lot of really great colors on here. So I usually like to spray these ahead of time, and I don't know where my spray bottle is, so I'm just going to dip some water in, maybe into some of this kind of rusty brown color. I just like the water to set and soften it up a little bit. So that's kind of my fault. I should have done that beforehand. So this is called ochre. No, this one's called sienna, and they all have weird names. This is an orange. orange or red. I can't really tell. Guess we'll find out. I'll let that sit on there. And then I think I'm going to do some yellow. Yeah, normally if I'm using watercolors like this, I will spray them and let it sit for a little bit and then come back. So I'm going to color on this green right here with the yellow because this will react kind of nice. It'll make a kind of a greenish yellow color, which will be really pretty. And all of these will react again with the watercolor. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Unless you spray a fixative on it, once it's dry, it will, you can see here it's reacting. You get it wet and it reacts again. So there's that. And then let's do this. I think this is red. Well, it's kind of an orangey red. So let's do some of this over on the white so we can see what that looks like. So this, compared to this red under here, which is more cool and pink colored, this one is definitely more warm. That's it. That's my mixed media, kind of testing out my things, my paints. So I'm painting right on top of the oil pastel there. I thought it would do a little bit of a resist, but it's not. I might still collage on this a little bit, but I thought it was fun to do some watercolors and see what it looked like. Okay, well that's it for this Mixed Media Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video is not too long. It feels like it's really long. If so, I apologize, and you can fast forward through it. But for those that are interested in getting into watercolors and using water-soluble, pencils and inks and pastels and things, I think it's really valuable to see a video like this. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great Monday and enjoy the rest of your week. And remember to be good to yourself and be kind to others. Bye.